Hello everyone, so good afternoon once again. So I will be discussing about what spelling reform may tell us. So by the way, this is the continuation of Mr. Math. So here we have the second one is the homograph argument. So it is a spelling reform increases the number of homograph and hence misunderstanding. So when we say homograph, it is one of two or more words that are written in exactly the same way but have a related meaning. So here we have the example, the word council. So as you can see here, they have same way of reading, but the spelling of it is different. So instead of C, it is S or the SC. So if we are going to know their meaning is we have different meaning. But if we are going to read it, it is very similar. So the second word here is we have the word cell. So cell is spelled CEL. So as you have noticed, they have same way of reading, but if we are going to have their meaning, we are very different. So when we see cell, it is a transparent sheet of a celluloid, and then the second one, cell, which is the double L, it is a building blocks of all living things. So the second set of word here is the cell, which is spelled the first word is letter S. So cell with one L is a process through which a children acquired a certain knowledge, and then the second one, which is cell, it is a handler. No, it is a handover. So see, we have they have some way of they have the same way of reading, but if you're going to know their meaning, they are different. So that is an example of a homograph argument. So here we have number 3, we have the financial argument. Spelling reforms requires respelling and reprinting of many books, and this is too expensive. So when we say financial, it is requires respelling and reprinting. Second, we have etymological argument. So the present spelling makes the history of the words clear. So we have here the example, the word con and conic were spelled con, which is the letter K. Kaya instead of say C, gi-change siya sa ki. So their shared semantic base would not be so immediately so obvious. So we have here number 5. By the way, the number 4, it is the argument. It is the source of word or the study of the source of specific words. So an example of it is somehow that you are tracing it is somehow that you are tracing the certain word back to its Latin roots. So that is muna siya ang con and conic na na-change ang ihang words to na-change ang spelling, kaya instead of say it is K. So number 5, we have the dialect argument. So it is a simplified spelling based on the pronunciation of the standard language would favor users who speak the standard natively. So dialect speaker will be disadvantaged. So here in this argument, it is a variety of language which has different pronunciation, grammar, or vocabulary than the standard language of the culture. It is also somehow like that signals the persons. That signals where a person's came from. So here we have the portrayal of linguistic science of the respective period. So Franz Bopp about his idea of the Latin sound. So here, he was a linguist known for an extensive and a pioneering comparative work on languages. So the circular one of the simplified spelling board read that the intricate and disordered spelling was the only barrier to English becoming the dominant and international language of the world. So when we say disordered spelling or and the intricate spelling, it is having more. It is having like having a lot of complexity interrelating the parts of an element. It is involves the extreme complication of the certain spelling of the words. So, case study for historiography is the influence of Gretman on the historical events. So, simplified spelling board. So, it is. I just want you to clarify on the simplified spelling board on its rule on the in learning the language or the spelling. So it is an American organization that is created in 1906 to reform the spelling of the English language, making it simpler and easier to learn. And it will help to eliminate a lot of what we are considered to be its inconsistencies. So here, as you can see in the example, the word dropping. Okay, instead of letter I no. Okay, instead of letter E, you change siya into I after D and G. And the abridgment, lodgement, and acknowledgement. And the other example is the word defense. So instead of CA, it is you change that to SA or the ENSA. So no subject is too high for him to tackle nor too low for him to notice. So it is an example also. So so next we have the psycholinguistic and the language acquisition. So kani si Ellen Miles, she cite the study of Seymour et al. That tidying up and spelling that is proposes by E. Miles. So the early numbers of 1, 2, and 8 gispelled siya of 1, which is nga instead of O it is na change siya og W. Ang T kay instead of W kay na change siya to letter O, letter O. Then ang 8 kay instead of eagle kay sa previous time it is spelled as kanang apple, like somehow like more siya kanang something a jargon ang pagka-spelled. And then the second one is the word log, which is spelled now as 3 words na lang siya kay instead of 5 words nahimo na siya nga 3 words, which is the LUG. Okay, so if anything we have learned that the perceptual memory system can tolerate considerably more complexity and exception than English spelling present to them. So last is we have the summary. So the reforms are initiated by the government and it was prepared by a linguist. And the opposition was consist of a professional language user. We have the educators, writers, and mass media. Third, we have usually give an argument against the reform, emotional and rational. Study of spelling reforms supply us with historical, linguistic, and psycholinguistic data. So that would be all mine. Thank you.